He was a nobleman, stripped of his title, his land, his very name, all for defending an innocent soul from a tyrant's rage. Branded an outlaw, a fugitive with a price on his head, he was forced into the shadows of a great forest. Here, he faced a choice: surrender to a corrupt system that preyed on the poor, or build a new one. His rebellion would defy the most powerful man in the county, a ruthless sheriff obsessed with his capture, a man who would stop at nothing to see him hang from the gallows. He would risk everything on one dangerous, forbidden idea: to steal from the greedy and give to the poor. But can one man's defiant crusade truly change the world? Or will his quest for justice cost him his life, and the lives of everyone who dares to follow him? Now, the story itself. Tenny presents The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood by Howard Pyle. In merry old England, in the time of good King Henry, there lived a young man named Robert Fitzooth, though the world would come to know him as Robin Hood. One bright morning, on his way to an archery match in Nottingham town, he came upon a group of the king's foresters, feasting and making merry. One of them, a man of great size and arrogance, pointed at Robin's fine longbow.
"Well now, look here. A boy pretending to be an archer. I'll wager my purse you can't hit a mark from 100 yards.
Robin, ever proud of his skill, bristled at the taunt.
I'll not wager my purse, but I'll wager my head. I can strike a deer at twice that distance.
The forester laughed, a cruel, mocking sound.
The king's deer? To shoot one is a hanging offense, boy. Your head is as good as forfeit already.
Spying a herd in the distance, and, stung by the insult, Robin drew his bow. The arrow flew, straight and true, and the finest buck of the herd fell to the ground.
You've done it now. You'll hang for this.
The forester raised his own bow, aiming not at a deer, but at Robin. In that moment, Robin knew his life had changed forever. He loosed another arrow, not in sport, but in self-defense. The cruel forester fell, and Robin fled into the deep, welcoming shadows of Sherwood Forest. An outlaw. His lands were seized, his name disgraced. But in the heart of the forest, a new life and a new name began. Robin Hood. Robin was not alone for long. One day, seeking adventure, he came to a narrow log bridge spanning a stream. Blocking his path was a stranger of immense size, a veritable giant of a man, 7 feet tall.
Stand aside, friend, and let me pass.
The giant laughed, a sound like rumbling thunder.
I am no man's friend until I know him, and I'll not stand aside for any fellow. The better man shall cross first.
Robin's eyes twinkled with mirth.
Then we shall settle this with staffs. If you best me, I will admit you are the better man.
They met in the middle of the log, trading blows with their stout oaken staffs. Robin was quick and nimble, but the stranger's strength was prodigious. Finally, with a mighty crack, the giant landed a blow on Robin's ribs, sending him tumbling backward into the cold stream. The giant roared with laughter as Robin surfaced, sputtering.
Ha ha! Where are you now, my good lad?
Robin, drenched but not defeated, wiped the water from his eyes and grinned.
Why, I am here in the water, and I must acknowledge, you are the better man.
He pulled a horn from his belt and blew a mighty blast. In moments, a score of men in green emerged from the trees. The giant saw he was surrounded but did not flinch.
Fear not, friend. I hold no grudge. A man of your strength and spirit should not wander alone. My name is Robin Hood. Will you join my band?
The giant looked at the laughing outlaw, and then at the loyal men around him, and a broad grin split his face.
That I will, gladly. My name is John Little.
Robin's men roared with laughter at the name.
John Little, a fitting name for one so small. We shall reverse it, and call him Little John from this day forward.
And so Little John Robin's most loyal friend and lieutenant, was christened into the Merry Men. Word of Robin Hood's deeds spread throughout the land. He and his merry men righted wrongs, helped the poor, and made a mockery of the greedy Sheriff of Nottingham. The sheriff, fuming with rage, devised a cunning plan.
I will proclaim a grand archery tournament. The prize will be an arrow of pure gold. Robin Hood's vanity will not allow him to resist such a challenge. When he comes to claim his prize, my men will seize him.
Little John warned Robin of the trap.
Master, it is surely a trick. Do not go.
A trick it may be, but I would be shamed if another man were to win that golden arrow. We shall go, but in disguise.
Robin appeared at the tournament as a tattered beggar with a patch over one eye. One by one, the finest archers in the land took their shots, but none could match the skill of the mysterious stranger. For the final shot, an archer named Hubert split the center willow wand. The crowd gasped, thinking the contest was over. But Robin simply smiled, drew his bow, and sent his arrow to split Hubert's arrow, which was already in the target. A stunned silence fell over the crowd, followed by a thunderous roar of applause. The sheriff, though shocked, had to present the prize.
You are the finest archer I have ever seen. Come, join my service. I will pay you well.
My service is my own, Sheriff, and I think you would not like my master.
With a bow, Robin took the golden arrow, but as he turned, the sheriff gave the signal.
Seize him. That is Robin Hood.
Chaos erupted, but Robin was prepared. He blew his horn, and 100 men in green leaped from the crowd. In the confusion, Robin and his men melted back into the safety of Sherwood Forest, leaving the Sheriff of Nottingham speechless with rage, clutching nothing but empty air. Years passed. The legend of Robin Hood grew. He was the people's champion, a symbol of hope against tyranny. Finally, word of this remarkable outlaw reached the ears of the King of England himself, Richard the Lionheart. Intrigued, the king decided to see this man for himself. Disguising himself and a few trusted knights as traveling abbots, he rode into Sherwood Forest. It was not long before they were stopped by Robin and his men.
Hold, good abbots. It is said that travelers in Sherwood must pay a toll for safe passage. We take from the rich who have too much, and give to the poor who have nothing. How much gold have you in your purse?
The disguised king, amused, showed him a purse with 40 pounds.
We will take half for our charity, and you may go on your way. But first you must dine with us. No guest leaves Sherwood hungry.
The king was astonished by what he saw. Not a den of thieves, but a disciplined company of loyal men, living in fellowship and sharing all they had. After a feast of venison and good ale, Robin proposed a contest.
All my men must receive a buffet from our guest. If he can knock them down, he pays no toll.
One by one, the king, a man of great strength, struck the merry men. But when it was Robin's turn, the king did not hold back. He delivered a blow so mighty that Robin was sent sprawling to the ground.
By my faith. That is the blow of no common man.
Robin looked closely at the abbot, and in that moment, the king threw back his hood, revealing his royal crest.
No, Robin, it is the blow of a king.
A gasp went through the merry men. They all fell to their knees.
My lord, King Richard, I beg your pardon.
Stand up, Robin Hood. I have heard you break the law, but I see you uphold a justice of your own. Such loyalty and such skill belong in service to the crown, not in opposition to it. I grant you and all your men a full royal pardon.
And so the outlaw of Sherwood Forest was brought back into the fold. Though his adventures in the greenwood were over, his legend would live forever. A timeless story of defiance, fellowship, and the enduring belief that justice should serve the many, not the few. Next time on Tenny presents Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. The story of Robin Hood has a critical point we must never forget. It's not simply about stealing from the rich to give to the poor. Its true heart lies in the conflict between man-made law and natural justice. Robin Hood becomes a hero not by following the rules, but by challenging them when they become unjust. He represents the idea that our own conscience, our innate sense of right and wrong, can sometimes be a higher authority than the laws written by kings and sheriffs. He teaches us that true justice is about fairness, not just formality. Our tale of rebellion in the wild forest now comes to an end, but our next journey could not be more different. We leave behind the fight against unjust laws, for a frantic race against the unyielding law of time itself. Prepare for a breathtaking adventure across the globe, where every single second counts.